What is the function of the female orgasm? We can understand the male orgasm because it's straightforward. It expels sperm, ejaculate, which relieves the stress upon the individual, and this is felt as pleasure. And it facilitates reproduction. But what function does the female orgasm have? There doesn't seem to be a function for it, a utility for it. So why does it evolve? Nature is frugal. It doesn't. When something is useless, it atrophies and it's eliminated. So why does the female orgasm continue? Well, we have to delve into evolutionary psychology to find the reasons. And one of the reasons, or the main reason, is because females use sex to establish and maintain social relationships. We see this in all primates, chimpanzees, bonobos, especially in bonobos, where copulation is used also as a form of stress relief to inhibit internal strife, internal conflicts. But in all primates, sex is used as, and in many other species, as an affirmation of social status, as the establishment and maintenance of internal alliances. And that's what females use sex for among the primates and many other species. So it's true also for females, for human females. So what function would the orgasm have? It just adds another layer of control over who can fertilize her ovum, because the female is born with a specific amount of ovums, eggs, to be fertilized in her lifetime, whereas a man produces sperm by the billions. So for a female, the choice of who fertilizes her egg is crucial. So she must take care. This is why human females don't show any signs of estrus, unlike other primates. Her estrus, her fertility is concealed, sometimes even from herself. Many females don't understand. There's been studies where they've noticed that females are at their highest fertility tend to dress more provocatively because they're out to find a mate. But for the average female, she doesn't understand this. She just feels that she wants to dress in a certain way. She doesn't rationalize her choices. But it's tied with their fertility cycles. That is, the more skin she shows, the more sexy she dresses, the more she's fertile. This is an outward sign of her fertility, her willingness, her readiness to reproduce, if she finds the correct male. So it's an advantage for a female that her estrus is concealed, because she prevents males from bothering her during that period. So she has some control over who copulates with her during that period. But in the wild, sometimes women are forced to copulate with males they're not sexually attracted to. They don't want to reproduce with, just to establish and maintain their alliances. And this is why the female orgasm evolved, I believe, because it adds another factor that increases the probability of being fertilized with a male she finds attractive, her body finds attractive. Another component here is that sometimes a woman can be physically attracted to a male, even if in her mind, she finds him deplorable. This is another issue which I might get into elsewhere at a future date. It's about the gene mean. It's possible for humans to suffer what I call dissonance, mind-body dissonance. That is, to act in antithesis to what they believe is virtuous or ideal. So this is also the case with women. So this doesn't have to be lucid. So women who physically finds a male attractive and worthy to reproduce with, fit in other words, will orgasm, and this will increase the probability that the ejaculate that was just placed inside her will get a head start towards the ovum because of what occurs during females' orgasm. And this is the reason why many evolutionist psychologists claim that female orgasms exist. Otherwise, there's no other explanation why it would exist.